Here we have the topic combinations. And in this example, we're looking at a restaurant that has 4 different toppings to choose from. How many different 3-topping pizzas are possible? Well, I hope that it's not close to lunchtime as you're working on this, because that could be distracting. Anyway, notice that the order doesn't matter. So for instance, pepperoni, olives, and mushrooms is exactly the same as mushrooms, pepperoni, olives. So the order doesn't matter. So it's really important to notice that. And so in order to find the combinations, we use the following formula. Formula. We like formulas. Make sure you put this in your notes. Really helpful. Number of combinations of n things taken k at a time is the number of permutations of n things taken k at a time, and the number of ways of ordering k things. Okay, so let's look at those 2 parts individual. First of all, let's make sense of this. N things taken k at a time. So in our example here, what are the things we're talking about? We're talking about the toppings. So how many of them are there? There's 4 toppings. So n is 4 toppings, and k at a time, we're doing 3 topping pizzas, so the k is going to be a 3. Now here in the numerator, permutation, if you haven't mastered that topic already, I recommend that you do that first so that you understand this top part, because this top part is a formula that you learn in permutations. So the n things taken k at a time, so the 4 things taken 3 at a time, that's going to be our 4 times 3 times 2, because how many choices do we have to start with? We have 4. Then after we pick one, what are left? We have a choice of the 3 remaining we could choose, and then after we pick our second one, how many are left to choose from? 2. So that's where this numerator comes from. So now looking at this denominator, the number of ways of ordering k things, let's take a look at what that means, because it's sometimes a bit confusing to figure out how to get this, but this is actually pretty easy. So in this case, why this works, this 3 times 2 times 1, is because if we've got 4 toppings and we're choosing 3 at a time, then you can see that these are all 24 different combinations of those 3 toppings. And notice that each column has all 3 of the same toppings. And remember, the order doesn't matter. So like it said up here, pepperoni, olives, mushrooms is the same as mushrooms, pepperoni, olives. So ABC and ACB and BAC and BCA, all these, they're really the same. They're really the same pizza. So what we really have is 4 different combinations, right? So that means that this denominator, we just take the number of toppings, the number of k items, and we're gonna multiply it, called factorial. So if there's 3 toppings, it's 3 factorial. That means 3 times 2 times 1. If it was 5 toppings, 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's what this bottom is going to look like all the time. It's the number of k things, so k times 1 less times 1 less, all the way down to 1. And that's going to give you the correct answer every time. Let's look at another example just to confirm it. So here we're talking about bring in 6 CDs. And this player holds 3 at a time. So how many different groups of 3 CDs? So once again, we're using the very same formula. Our permutation over that factorial thing that I mentioned. So let's take a look. How many things? We have 6 things. And how many at a time? 3. So that means we're going to multiply 6 times 5 times 4, and that's this 3 kind of limits us to how many of those are. So there's just 3 of them, so that's it. We multiply 6 times 5 times 4, and then the bottom is the number of k things. So again, that's that 3 factorial, 3 times 2 times 1. And we get 120 over 6, which makes 20. And if we take a look here, once again, if there's 6 CDs, we have 6 times 5 times 4. Finding the number of ways of ordering 3, that's going to be our 3 factorial. There's 3 CDs that could go in the first order. And then after we put one in, there's only 2 left, 2 choices, and then after that, there's only 1 choice. So there we have it. Remember this formula and how to interpret it. Plug those numbers in and you'll do fine. So have fun.